Yeah, actually, I actually want to talk about my day, because today was a little bit special. I decided to take a walk. Yeah, I know, I know. I actually took a walk, and it's pretty impressive, you know. I don't usually do that kind of thing, but I actually took some pictures. So let's take a look at them. Here. Right. So since I moved from the city to the village, I moved. Okay, this is gonna be funny. Maybe. I moved from the city called Brno, and I moved to a village. I'm wondering if I should specify this. I just want to say the words because they should sound funny for non-English, for English speakers, non-Czech speakers. But yeah, maybe I shouldn't talk about that too much. Anyway, let's call it. I don't know, whatever. I'm just not gonna talk about it. Probably better idea to just keep it to myself. Anyway, it's a village. It's definitely a village, and not too far from where I live is a dam. And I thought, hey, there's not too many people around. I'll just take a walk to the dam, and I'm gonna chill while looking at the water and stuff, you know, and listen to the sounds of the nature, which right now is especially nice because I love the fall season. I love the colors of the leaves and the general scenery. I like the temperature of the weather too. It's like it's not too hot, it's not too cold, it's just fine. So there we go. I took a walk. I kind of like this part of the woods because, as you can see on the right side, you have these tall trees, but the branches kind of start very high up. So I didn't take like more pictures of that, but one day I think I want to take a walk around here at the dark, because I feel like these trees are pretty spooky, you know. The fact that their trunks are so bare and so naked, and they're kind of far away from each other. I really feel like I could make some spooky pictures with that at nighttime. Although at nighttime it's going to be pitch black because there's no light. So maybe when the moon is out and like it's a full moon, at that point I could probably take some pictures and you could actually see maybe what's on them. This is like a pilgrimage spot, meeting point, pilgrimage point. I don't know what to call it in English exactly, but I thought this was pretty interesting because this is basically like a cliff face, like a rock wall, and it's completely overgrown by, I don't know, ivy, something, some plant. And inside the wall, it's kind of hard to see. Maybe I could zoom in.
Stop! You violated the law.
Oops, that's my soundboard. No violation of law here. So in the rock wall is carved like a little window, and inside of which is the Virgin Mary of, what was it? Oh my, I forgot already. And maybe it's written on here. Oh, it's not in the frame. It's not in the frame. What was the name? It reminded me of Elden Ring, the name. What the fuck? Because it kind of sounded like Liurnia, but it wasn't quite that. Anyway, that's just this statue of, like a statuette of the patron saint. And yeah. Oh my god, I need to stop pressing numpad. And yeah, this was a very peaceful place. And what was the coolest thing about this, as I was like standing there and just, you know, taking it all in, the wind picked up and the leaves started falling like crazy, and it was actually pretty loud how many leaves just kept like started falling and like flying everywhere. And I looked around and I just saw like the leaves everywhere. It was magical, like super cool. I can't quite describe it well enough. Though, so I then moved on, And the dam is actually like 4 kilometers away, which is for American friends, it's like, I don't know, 2 miles, slightly over, like 2.5 miles away. So it took a while to walk there. Probably on bicycle you'll be there in like in 10 minutes or something, but walking and like taking the sights in, it takes a bit longer. So I found like a road, a concrete road, which leads to the dam itself, and this is the dam. So here we are. It's nothing special, obviously. It's just freaking lake. I mean, who cares, right? But the thing is, if you don't go to places like this regularly, it's definitely gonna be more special, you know. I took the picture of this. It's kind of hard to imagine this because you actually have to be in the place to get proper depth perspective and everything. But there's like this, you can see it on the behind. There's again like this rock wall, and it was like in a circular fashion. And there's these 2 trees. Oh, you can see my mouse. Okay, you can see my mouse. These 2 trees. I was thinking, whoa, what the fuck? Is this a boss arena? Definitely, if I was like walking around here in Elden Ring, a place like this, I would be like, okay, this is definitely like an invasion point or something. This is super suspect. So I'm just gonna keep walking. And then I plopped down in one of the banks and just sat there, stared into the water, being completely hypnotized by the ripples and waves, like the little tiny smooth waves, how they hit against the bank, and enjoying the quiet, because I lived in the city for like all of my life, and you don't get quiet there at all. Never. It never happens, because there's always this, you know, this low level of traffic noise, you know, even at night, you can still hear it. And I don't mind the noise. That kind of noise I actually like, because it kind of calms me down, because it lets me know, hey, no matter what, the world just keeps going, you know, it's no big deal. But here, having this complete quiet, and the only thing you can hear is actually the falling leaves behind you and all around you, and then sometimes a fish splashes, you know, in the water, or a duck quacks in the background. It's really something else. I was really able, like, for the first time in a long time, I could just sit down and properly think about pretty much everything that I could remember that I wanted to think about. So I sat there, I don't know how long, maybe like 90 minutes or something. And as I was thinking and ruminating about all kinds of stuff, I came up on the topic that, dude, I feel so alone, you know. It's like, there are people around me, but I feel so alone, nobody understands me, you know. The kind of thing that everybody feels these days, right? Especially these days. Because despite the internet, we are even more disconnected than ever before from each other, because just we don't talk to each other, we don't care about each other, we don't ask each other questions that are really important, and, you know, it's just the way it is. And out of the blue, completely out of the blue, an old man comes from behind with a fishing rod, and he says, "Hey, where's your fishing rod?" And I'm like, I don't need one. I'm not here fishing for fish. I'm here fishing for ideas. And he was like, okay, yeah. So what ideas you got? Talk to me. And I said, well, it's not really an idea, but I was wondering, why the heck do dolphins ejaculate at 200 kilometers per hour? That's crazy. Actually, I didn't say that, but the truth is, I didn't really have any idea. So I was like, well, I don't really have any idea, because I was just sitting here being completely immersed in my surroundings, and I was just not thinking about anything, and no idea came to me, so I'm sorry, I got no idea. I don't know if this person was like just your regular old man who, you know, on Monday afternoon decided to do some fishing, or if it was like Odin, you know. He definitely looked the part. He had this massive, dense, bushy, white beard. It was epic. And we did some small talk, you know. I sat there for a bit, for like another 30 minutes, watched him as he was trying his luck fishing, and then I went back, you know, because it's a bit of a walk, so I was like, okay, I'm getting kind of hungry, I should probably start walking back. So I decided to walk back again. I stopped by here again because I really like this place. This place really has this certain vibe to it. It's like really serene, and now with all the falling leaves, it really like there's also a bunch of benches because there's probably like a mass or some other things happening here from time to time. So there's like gatherings. So there's a bunch of benches that you can sit on and just chill. So I think I'm gonna be coming here more often because it's not too far, and I wanna see what it looks like at night also. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That was my walk. Anything cool happen in your